Okay, there's an app called Too Good to Go, and I got all of this for $4.99. I'm about to take it all out and see what's in here. To be honest, I see this does have a few like molded spots, like it's old. I don't even know what this is. Huh. We will see. I don't know what these are either. I feel so bad. I'm like, what are these? I have to figure it out. I guess if you know, let me know. All these blueberries. Oh, I love blueberries. Cabbage is always good too. Cabbage and rice. And onions, that's a meal. Ooh, I have so much stuff I can juice. The orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice. I love cucumbers with rice vinegar and just by themselves. $4.99, y'all. What? All right, so like I was talking about the Too Good to Go order, I'm gonna start putting it in my fridge. Not me stepping on it. All of this stuff for $4.99, and like I don't even know what these are. I'm like the texture is what's confusing me. I guess I could cut it open and see, but like, oh my goodness, all these blueberries. This is from like a local market in Oakland. And like they're in good condition. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make some smoothies, some smoothie bowls. I'm so excited. I love that though, because it's like the stuff is gonna go bad soon. They have a over surplus of veggies and fruits. So they need to get rid of it. So they're selling it at like discounted rates. Cabbage, okay. I just got a rice cooker from a Buddhist member. It was so sweet. And yeah, so it'll taste so good with some rice and cabbage. I mean, rice and cabbage and onions sauteed in there. Like, that's a whole meal, honestly. Growing up, it was at least a little bit of a struggle meal. But, okay, some cilantro. That's great. I'm like, I may have to call Maddie and see if she wants some of this or give it to some friends, because this may be too much for me to eat by myself. Love bananas. I'll put these over here. I'm like, oh my goodness, it's just so much stuff. Is this what I think it is? Oh my God. Ginger. See, ginger be adding up. Ginger adds up. My hair looks a mess and I look a mess right now. Ignore that. But it's a work from home day. But ginger, like I try to do ginger shots. I love this. Now, this is no excuse. I have to do ginger shots daily now. It helps with digestion. I'm going to insert a little clip of all the things ginger helps with. But I love that. And I actually have some right now. I got a juice, actually, as soon as I'm done. Apples. So my favorite are Fuji apples. Shut up. They're Fuji apples. I look at the sticker. Okay, I love me some Fuji apples. Fuji apples are sweeter than regular apples. I realize I'm not a huge apple fan as I was when I was younger. Like, I don't really like apple juice, but some apples cut up, I like them. I like them cut up. But okay. And those are good to juice too. Now there's a bunch of oranges. I'm like, oh, you know, it's funny. I love fruit, but I don't really like oranges like that either. Again, I'll eat them if they're sliced and ready, but I'm not one to be like, oh, I really want an orange right now. But I'm going to put these in the fridge because that'll be good to cut up and have freshly squeezed orange juice, especially with breakfast. Maddie gave me some of her stuff, of her groceries she had at her place because she's moving. And she gave me some pancake mix. So I'm like, ooh, some pancakes with some freshly squeezed orange juice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I'm going to have to give her some of this because this ain't no way. There's no way I'm going to eat all these green onions. And they're fresh. My favorite thing with green onions, fried rice. Put some green onions in some fried rice or some miso soup. And I got the miso paste right here. I just have to get some tofu. I like bok choy in it and a lot of other stuff too, but there's no way I'm going to be able to use all, oh, it's wet, all those green onions. Guys, I don't know what this is. A lot of things this isn't bok choy. Bok choy doesn't, it comes in bigger bunches. I don't know what this is. All right, we're going to figure it out. That's the fun part about it. All right, what is this? Does it say on it? Oh, it's a pear. Okay. These didn't look like pears to me, but I love pears. I like Asian pears too, but I don't think those are Asian pears. Asian pears are more circular. Okay, this is a huge dragon fruit. You know, the funny thing is, dragon fruits are expensive. I bought myself a dragon fruit the other day and I still haven't ate it. It's so good though, so good. Wow, these alone are like $10 just for one. I've never seen one that big. It must come from a local farm. Okay, yeah, my fridge is beeping to me to close it. Okay, it's just so much stuff. I don't know what this is either. I guess in 2025 we learning more about fruits and vegetables. I have no idea what this is. It's a papaya? I don't think it's a mango. I don't like papaya or mango. Let's see. Maddie's definitely eating some of this because there's just no way. Okay, I don't really like eggplant, to tell you the truth. I don't think I do. I could try to cook one, maybe stir fry it with some rice too, maybe the eggplant and cabbage, and see how I like it. It's funny. There's a meme, if I can find it, I'm gonna insert it, when she's like choosing one or the other. I don't understand how this emoji became a symbol of something, but it's a big eggplant. Okay. Don't mind me being silly. Okay, some carrots. These are filthy, but I can peel them and juice them. I already have some carrots, but I do make the carrot juice. I'll probably do those today. Guys, some more stuff. I don't know what it is. Yo no sé. Uh-oh. I don't know what these are. Like, why is it so many lines? It's not a bell pepper. I don't know. But this is amazing for $4.99 for $5. All of this, crazy. And I actually think getting them from the little markets on the side is better because it's better produce. I know there's like imperfect something where you can get produce that just isn't aesthetically pleasing for grocery stores to sell, but it's in good condition. But I feel like these places on the side actually come from like farmers and probably are just better quality. But lemons, I did want to drink hot water and lemon every morning and kind of fell off. But I guess that's what I could use the lemons for. I don't know what else. Like, also on my tea, I make green tea. I never add lemon to it really. Lemon and honey maybe. I could give Maddie some of those too, to tell you the truth. Because now I've seen this before, but I really don't know what it is. But I love learning new things, so these are some things for me to learn today. Some things for me to try. See what they taste like. I'm excited, especially when you're trying to eat healthy. You need to know more things available and out there. I don't know what this is. If you know what any of these things are, drop it in the comments. Let me know. I want to cook more in 2025, and now that I have my own place, I actually do enjoy cooking. To be honest, I don't have a lot of experience cooking. But even like when I was getting into it more in the later months of last year, I got feedback that I was a good cook. The food tasted good. I liked it. So I'm still learning. This has a lot of little marks on it, but I wonder if you can just cut it and still eat the good parts, but I don't know what it is. But it's so funny. So my grandma Sumiko, it's not funny, but when things would be going bad, she'd cut off the bad half and still eat the good half, which I think is good, so we're not wasteful. I think so many people, if something's bad, they throw the whole thing away. I honestly think that came from her mentality of being in a war and not having access to a lot of resources and a lot of things. So she lived in a way of which we're not wasting anything. We're using everything and reusing if we can, you know what I mean? So yeah, I don't know. It just makes me think of her. So I'm like, okay, my grandmother does the same thing. I'm like, let me cut off the bad part and try to salvage it, because I don't know, there's so many people out there without who need, and wasting stuff is just like, there's someone who could have ate that. And then it's also like, we also consume so much as a society, I feel like, and we don't think about where what we consume goes. I was watching a video, and all the clothes we buy from Shein, the cheap stuff, you know, we get rid of it, that goes somewhere. The trash goes to a landfill. And it was a video in Ghana about how on the shores of the beach, it was just a bunch of clothes. All the clothes, just piles and piles of clothes that I guess, you know, comes from different places. I'm sure primarily America, but other places too, because we buy and consume so much, and then when we get rid of it, that has to go somewhere. So I think we're in a society to where marketing is big, right? It's funny, I actually wanted to get into marketing or consumer psychology, but we're fed ads all day of like, you need this, buy this, you need this, you need that, to make us feel as though we're inadequate or we're not enough without it, right? Or to sell us whatever, like, okay, subliminal messages, like, okay, if I'm watching this video about a car or even alcohol and this guy has all these girls with him in a nice car, if I was a man, I guess, you know, men associate, okay, with this alcohol, with this car, with this product comes women, right? Or I guess one for women, makeup, right? Someone's wearing makeup, they're like, oh, it's flawless, CoverGirl, whatever, like it looks like you have nothing on, it looks natural. It's sending this subliminal message of like, you're not pretty enough without makeup. So get this so it looks like you're wearing none because naturally it's not enough. You know what I mean? Or like you need this to be a woman, and gender roles and biases and all of that is embedded and encoded into that. It's interesting, but I definitely want to study and look into that more. But even like right now, I'm not wearing makeup. I notice on a lot of my YouTube videos, I'm actually not really dolled up. I was for my birthday one at the end, but I come to you as I am. I think it's a part of me accepting myself and who I am and being comfortable in myself. And we all should love ourselves. I think that's a big affirmation and like goal for me this year for 2025 is loving and showing up for myself. Excuse me. Another Buddhist member had told me, I was talking to her, she's like, for the first 3 months of January of 2025, she was like, don't do for other people. Don't go out of your way to do kind things for other people. And I was like, all right, but I kind of wanted to put more stuff together to give to the homeless, stuff like that. Like I had plans, and she was like, all those things, she's like, pour it into you. You want to buy someone a gift, you think someone may be helpful for somebody or something you know they need, get it for you. And I was like, okay. And I think it's not to say that like if someone's birthday's coming up or they need something, you know what I mean? Like, but not going out of my way. And I'm like, I find that I a lot of the times do that. I will go out of my way. So I'm like, okay, let me pour into me. Also too, when it comes just to enjoying life and living life, all the things that I think I may want to do with a partner, or it's like treating myself, solo dates, you know what I mean? Taking myself out to eat if I am going to go out to eat, and enjoying that. So that way when I am interested in dating again, it'll be like, you got to be treating me how I already was treating myself or better. Like, what are you adding? Because I already have arrangements and plans with myself to treat myself. So working on loving myself this year, which includes eating healthier, and not to meet a target weight or anything like that. It's about healthy lifestyle. It's about being healthier. I've been working out more. I'm going to go to the gym soon. After this video, and then yeah, like making it a lifestyle. But I also notice when I work out, I feel better. You know what I mean? I took this improv class called Allyship with Your Inner Critics. Shout out to Iran, the teacher of the class. She was great. But she was like, okay, let's see how our inner critics are feeling today. You know what I mean? And she was like, so stop walking. Or she told us to walk around, She told us to walk around slowly and observe the room around us and then observe our inner critics. I'm walking slowly. My inner critic is going, and I also was tired. And so, you know, it's just internal dialogue of like, you should be, like ideas of perfectionism, how you should be doing the exercise and all these just like not positive thoughts. And then she goes, okay, stop. And she goes, do 5 jumping jacks. So we did it. And then she's like, now what is your inner critic saying? I was like, oh, wow, it's quiet. I'm fully present. I'm in the present moment. And some people said that it was like their inner critic got louder. But I think for me, I noticed, okay, movement in my body helps me get out of my head and be more in the present moment and be here. So for me, exercise is so important because it eases my anxiety, helps me think clearer, makes me feel better. It's something I need to incorporate and include in my life. So I plan on doing that. And I also think the thing around moving slowly, I think 2024 was a big year for me, especially towards the middle of the year of like, all right, like self-discipline. I'm gonna show up for myself the same way I've been showing up for other people. A family member, a friend calls me, I'm dropping everything, I'm answering the call. You know what I mean? Whatever they need, I'm there. And I'm like, I don't do that for myself. Forget that not being reciprocated and done for me. That's not even the point. I don't do that for me. So I was like, all right, all these things I say I want to do, like I'm saying I want self-love, or even got the love yourself tattoo. Self-love looks like discipline. It looks like when you say you're going to do something for yourself, following through and doing it and building that trust for yourself. If you say, all right, I got to go to work, I'm going to do all the mandatory things I have to do, and then I say, all right, I'm going to work on a project after work, or I'm going to do this for me, and then you don't do it, you're teaching yourself that you can't trust yourself because you're saying you're going to do things for yourself and not doing it. So if you can't trust yourself, you're likely to have people around you you won't trust, and that shows up and reflects in other ways of your life. But I'm like, all right, I want to build a better relationship with myself. So in Ghana, after dealing with the breakup and all that, I was like, all right, you know what I mean? Like, I need to pour all of my energy into myself and making sure I'm good. So I started praying daily. I started meditating daily. I was consistent in writing my gratitude list. Like, I was implementing all of these things before the breakup that I experienced. But after, it was like, we're not skipping a beat. I'm not missing a day. I'm going to stay on this because I matter. And I want to do that for me. And I'm only going to elevate and grow and get better. And just really like become a better person. So I think the best revenge, quote unquote, is just leveling up and working on you, right? Because when you're a different person, the people around you will reflect who you are. So yeah, I don't know. I think people around us and the interactions we have are just a reflection of the ways in which we feel about ourselves consciously or unconsciously. So when we have obstacles or issues with people, that's something we need to face or deal with in ourselves and the relationships we have with ourselves and the way that we review the world. When someone is triggering you, that's just an indication of something you still need to work on and overcome. You know, the things we don't like in other people are reflections of ourselves and things we need to work on in ourselves, which is so funny to look at. But I went on a little long tangent there, but I feel like showing up for yourself is so important. Being consistent is important. And so I think the end of the year I was in grind mode. Like I was sending my friend Brandon a video on WhatsApp, and I was like, I showed him my to-do list, and it was like a lot of stuff. Like I have a whole little booklet of to-do lists that I had. And it was like stuff in one day on my to-do list that I was completing that some people do in a whole week. You know what I mean? Or so it's just like every day I was like, I got to do this. I got to do this. I got to do this. And I was on it. And it's probably too because in Africa, it's a whole lot more peaceful there. Whole lot more peaceful. Yes, I had school to focus on, but I feel like it allowed me to be able to work on myself more, you know? Something about the motherland that's just healing. And I also feel like life was easier. It was just easier. It was easier. And my mental health, like I was happy there, honestly. So I miss it, but I'm going to include, I'm probably going to post this, but in the first few months of 2025, I'm going to do a recap of 2024 and my time in Ghana, since I didn't post that on my YouTube channel. So look out for the recap of Ghana soon to come. A few obstacles in getting those edited and posting that, but that is on the way. And thanks for just watching with me today. So I guess for 2025, drop in the comments your resolutions if you're doing any. I know a lot of people are saying out the window with that, I'm not doing it. Partially because a lot of people put all these things that they want to do, maintain them for the first month, and then they all fall to the wayside. So if you are doing resolutions, drop them. If you're having any main, like big goals for 2025, put your goals in the comments. Yeah, we can just encourage each other with the things we are working towards. Health is wealth, definitely trying to be more healthy. Yeah, but realizing that that's not salads every single day. You can have things just in moderation. I love chocolate, so I'm still gonna be having my sweets. But I think it's being healthy, and what we consume is important. But I just don't mean what we digest and eat as consume, the media we consume. What are you watching? What are you listening to? The music. Who's in your circle? What are they talking about? What we consume on a day-to-day is just, it impacts and reflects the person that we become. An example of that is like if I'm hanging out with people And I just know, even after graduating, I met so many people who were like, I'm going to go for my master's. I'm going to get my master's. Before I got my bachelor's degree, I was like, I don't even know if I'm gonna get my bachelor's degree. It just seems so far-fetched after all that I had been through. And I did it. So now I'm like, okay, and now I'm talking to people who are like masters, PhD. I'm like, PhD? But just to be in circles with people talking about those things, it makes me consider them. It opens my eyes and broadens my horizon of like, this is possible. Now I know people who are doing these things. It's feasible. It's something, if I want to do it, I can do it. If you have a dream and you put effort into that, you can do anything that you want to do, you know? So I think what we consume, who we surround ourselves with, you know, what we listen to, what we watch, what we're intaking has a huge impact on us. So make sure you're around people that support who you truly are authentically as a person and who encourage you to grow if that's what you want to do. I think we should always be evolving, working, healing, growing, striving for more and to do better, not to be unappreciative of the present moment and the now, or be so focused on when I get this accomplishment, I'll be happy. To still be present and grateful for what you have now, but still be striving to grow and to be better and to learn more. Yeah, just to have more life experiences. I feel like life is not about how many breaths you take, but how many moments you have that take your breath away. And that all comes down to experiences, and the quality of life that you want to live based upon your values and what's important to you and what matters to you. So thanks for listening to my long rant. I could go on forever and ever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. So yeah, I'm gonna stop. But I'm about to text my friend to see if she wants some of these vegetables and fruits, figure out what some of them are. I'm gonna juice some ginger really quick since I have so much. And I hope you guys are having a beautiful start to January, to 2025. Like I said, drop some goals in the comments below of what you have for 2025, things you're working towards. Comment a Ghana flag if you're excited or interested or want to see my content from my time spent in Ghana last year. Let me know any types of content you guys would like to see. I have a lot of plans and projects and things I'm working on for 2025. So be on the lookout. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. And yeah. All right, I had to take off my little headband so I look a little less of a mess. But yes, thank you for watching. I'm about to juice. I'm so excited for this dragon fruit. Look at how huge. It's almost the size of my head. I got a big head. But yeah, so, all right. I wish I would have taken that off before to make it look a little bit better, but thanks for watching. I'm gonna flip the camera. Got some carrots cut up. I ended up just peeling off the dirty part, and then some ginger. I'm gonna juice this first. It can only hold so much juice. And then I got some mason jars to put it in. I think what I'm gonna do is just make some juice and drink it for the next few days. I need to get some more mason jars with tops. But yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the final product. I don't know if I can juice on camera where I can hold this.